Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Don Joker, coming to the DJC. Today we're getting back into our live stream of Doki Doki Literature Club. Last time we were here, we just found out that Sayori, I'm sorry, not Soriyama, but Sayora, she has severe depression. Like, really bad depression. And she may or may not be medicated for it. Oh, we have songs, which we cannot play. I'm pretty sure I have. Okay. We have some stuff, not much. We don't really have a lot of unlocked stuff either. We are working towards it, but we are not getting very far. We have no mail. Files, character files. We have character files, game files, whatever that is. Grotesque. But yeah, there are some side stories. We will be able to do some of these as well. But yeah, we're going to get into DDLC. This game is not suitable for children or those that are easily disturbed. Alright, so I believe we are here yeah. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Oh, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided, thank you, to ignore it. Chocolate, ladies and gentlemen, she's in the house again. Everyone, she's so thrilled. I see. To see you, you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you could help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? We talk about a little endo, you know? Mood lighting. Oh, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a far away place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for the cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let me see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's with the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? This is one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you could change the mood of the air itself. You could even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will these be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we could fasten the paper ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be wonderful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you're so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Uh-huh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Darth. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once you finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. That looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hand. Stretch my back first. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where did you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Darth, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it. Oh, it's all my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. I can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little bit. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Darth! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the hair would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Darth. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It's just a tiny cut. It already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. Tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you. Oh, and just a little bit of water, okay? If you fill the cups up too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I'll put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring them back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Her face is a little red. Is it too hot in here, or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradients across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses the brush and adds a few dots of paint, different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had to do back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. Doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Which is a lot of why the channel's here, which is a lot of why I told my wife I had to go to the bathroom 12 years ago and sat in the hallway until she got into Call of Duty. It's canon now. See, my wife was not a big video game fan back in the day, and I am a huge video game fan, especially when it comes to Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, the original, not the one that came out a couple years ago. So, during the Black Ops 2 era, I was playing, and Casey was sitting behind me on the bed, and I don't know if she intended to do it or not, but she let out a big sigh, and I got the idea that she's pretty bored. I don't want her to be bored, so I'm going to act like I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to tell her not to let me die. And that's what I did. I handed her the controller and said, I got to go to the bathroom. Don't let me die. And I didn't come back in the room until I heard her screaming, I killed you! I got you! And then when I did, it was it from there. She played for almost an hour before I went and got another controller, and then we played together. Split screen. Multiplayer. It was amazing. Back in the PS, 3 days? It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing our heads to bump. Kya? I'm so sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There were droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. I'm sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Oh. Keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a minute ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I just had that effect on women. Nothing at all. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. No, that didn't happen at all. I hesitantly retrieved my own brush and continued following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots to make it look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add that lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, it's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit. Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after we finish the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you so much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Darth. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Say, Yuri. Yeah? Hi, Darth. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Darth. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, thought you didn't want to come over today. Oh, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Darth? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Darth. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't want to trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Darth. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Darth, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. You remember how I said, I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if I don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Now we are left with a very hard decision. So I actually think oh, I can't save. Yes, I can. Alright. We're going to put the save in. Because I have no idea how to answer this. You'll always be my dearest friend. Hey, what's going on, Rain? What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Saori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? Wow. I should write a poem about this. Saori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Darth. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Saori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams so loud, as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Saori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Saori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? I didn't like the two answers, the two choices we had. I may have to go back. But I don't know. This is hard, man. This game, it being a game, and I know that it's a game, and each character does actually exist in the real world, so no matter what I do in this game, it plays no bearing in anything in real life. That doesn't mean that, you know, the pre-programmed character or AI or whatever type of intellectual design is behind the game. It's hard to explain. I know they're not real. I know they don't have a soul. I know they don't have feelings. I know it's not real, but it's still, if you put it in perspective of your life and your friends, would you want to hurt one of your friends? You know, would you be okay with that? No, it's never okay to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? And I try to play games to the very best of my ability to where I don't hurt anybody. Because I know in real life I'm not that good of a person. And I know that there's times that I have hurt people. So maybe in introspective reflection here, I play games like that because I don't like hurting people. And I know that I've done that in real life. And some decisions I make are always going to hurt somebody. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be the hero in one person's story, but the very person standing next to him, you may be the villain. That's the thing, Rain. I hate the fact that I have to pick. The worst part about being forced to see introspective and external interpersonal relationships is knowing that somewhere you've had to make a decision that hurts your best friend or the person you love. Or maybe you made the decision subconsciously to say words that hurt. I mean, you don't wake up in the morning trying to hurt somebody's feelings. It's not. Nobody wakes up wanting to hurt someone else. I know I don't. No, I didn't make this stream age restricted, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have to change that. But I don't know. I feel I do not know if I can do that right now. Might be too late. Yeah, this might be a little too late to do that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Maybe. Nope. I can restrict it later through the options on. Well, let me see what I can do. Hold on here. Oh, I know a bunch of bad stuff happens. I can tell by how this is going. You already cut myself with Yuri's knife. So she's obsessed with knives. Sayori, man, her depression is horrendous. You know. Oh, this is all just bad. There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on her path. That's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. The next day of the festival. Of all the days I expected to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. I did know that about Natsuki. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Joker! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Oh. I've heard that. I don't know. I mean, I know the person that told me, but I don't know where they got that information from. So at least that's two people now, so it's verifiable. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it was the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Darth. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell you about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? What? No. That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page. Little rainy sunshine? It's giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Darth? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. What the hell? What did... Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. And that's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Alright, look. Before we go further, there's a possibility that this is going to get vulgar and possibly cut. It has happened. My one live stream I did of Mafia, the first one, was okay. Okay, we'll do that. First things first, we're going to save this in a completely different slot all its own. Right over there. Won't forget that. Make a new stream. Make a new stream? Really? Let me slide my chair in first. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to age restrict this next stream. See you guys shortly. Oops, that's the wrong button.